Back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And, here's another airline story. So, before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. So, a woman paid Alaska Airlines to watch her child during the flight and make sure he got to his destination safely. Which, by the way, I've never understood that, but I guess I can get it because people have lives, things happen, the bandwidth may not be there. I'm just funny about sending a child by themselves on a plane. That's just me. But let's go ahead and get into this. So, in a now viral TikTok, a woman claimed that Alaska Airlines lost her son, who she paid to have supervised during his flight. TikTok user Rena Britt posted the video on January the 6th. As of January the 11th, the video received over 1.2 million views. In the video, Britt showed her son exiting the gate of his Alaska Airlines flight. Alaskan Airlines lost my son, who I paid to take care of. Thankfully, a complete stranger helped him, Britt wrote in a text overlay. A few hours later, they called to ask if I ever got my kid, the text continued. They said they lost him because the lanyard was not visible. More lies. They also said they would call back and never did. Do better. So that's what she had up on her TikTok. I'm going to show you this right quick. Actually, I'll show you two, because this is her page. She had two TikToks. This one that went viral right here for those watching the video. And then this other one, which was a follow-up. The follow-up didn't get as many views. As you see, the one that went viral got 1.7 million. It's at 1.7 million views right now. This one only has like 7,500 views. But I'll play this for the people. So let me play this now.
Airlines lost my son, who I paid to take care of. Thankfully, a complete stranger helped him. Few HIs later, they called to ask if I ever got my kid. They said, Alaskan Airlines lost my son, who I paid to take care of. Thankfully, a complete stranger helped him.
So, for that was the first one. Here's the other one of the follow-up. So, let me go back. Let me see if it'll let me go back. Okay.
So the airline has finally reached out, but my daughter has a fever. Thank you everyone. They left a voicemail saying they saw the TikTok.
All right, awesome. So that is the follow-up. The airlines did call back after all of this happened, which obviously they didn't have a choice but to call back. When the video gets over 1 million views, it's kind of like, okay, maybe we need to say something. So on that particular part, let's go down to the comments of what was said right quick. Let's see. Airlines commonly known assistance. I've flown. Yeah, I've flown alone more than once, and you're supposed to be escorted from the second you leave your parents, one commenter shared. Alaska Airlines is the worst. My little sister flew out by herself, and my grandma paid for meals and drinks for her to be served during the flight, and they didn't give her anything during the flight. They checked on her once, and that's it. And then it says, there was another video where she said she spent over 3.5 hours trying to get Alaskan Airlines to talk to her. I didn't catch that part in there. But yeah, the whole flying alone thing, I mean, to each his own, is kind of how I look at it. But, you know, it all's well that ends well. At least she got her son. He made it there safely, and that's good. They finally called back. I'm sure they will be back in touch. We'll see what happens. Maybe she'll post something else on TikTok. If you want to follow her, that's her TikTok. Sanguine Spirited or Sanguine Spirited. So Sanguine Spirited is her TikTok handle. If you want to follow her to see if she posts something else about the situation, feel free to do so. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried everywhere. Thank you for supporting. Until next time, be blessed.